Just imagine for a moment, if you took the time with your cleaning business, let's say you went to a 3-day training event. Normally, when you go through events or you go through challenges or you go through, something to really get that spark from you. You went through that. Like I went to Ryan Pineda's, one of his events. I think it was early, either this year or last year. And it got me off to a great start to start off the year. And just with that alone, I added hundreds of thousands of dollars in my business because I was around other people with high frequency. I was around good energy, and I got some strategies to help me grow my business. And just imagine, okay, you started next year off with that. And you said, I'm gonna just lock in on 1 to 2 type of clients to service. Let's say I'm gonna focus only on restaurants. I'm gonna get clear on restaurants' problems. I'm gonna get clear on what my competitors are not doing right. I'm gonna get clear on the right marketing. I'm gonna get clear on how I'm gonna bring in leads from that, whether I go, at 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., 5 days a week, 7 days a week, every single day. I don't know how hungry you are. When I was hungry, I was desperate. It was 7 days a week, but just depending on your situation. And I'm gonna reach out to 10 new prospects every single day, just that. What would happen after 1 year of you doing that? Number one, you're taking action every single day. Number two, you're consistent with that. So what it's gonna do for you is you're gonna get better at it. There's no question that you're gonna get better because you're doing it every single day. And number three, people are gonna start to know what it is you do, and you're gonna get callbacks, you're gonna get people that refer you. And then from there, just in 1 year, your business can be transformed. But what so many cleaning business owners do, they just say, hey, look, I'm looking to clean something, and it doesn't really stick with anyone. You may get a client here and there, but they don't remember you as the professional in that arena. So what I did back in the days, I created a lot of DBAs specific for the client I wanted to service, and made my marketing messaging specific around what their needs were, what they were struggling with. For example, if you have a restaurant, many times the grease is an issue, or no shows, like they need someone to show up every single night, or if not, it's gonna be terrible for them, versus maybe a small apartment complex. If you don't show up, there's just gonna be a little extra leaves on the ground if you miss a cleaning. So I built out systems specifically for that client, letting restaurants know, look, if we don't show up, I'm going to pay you. We know how serious showing it up is for you. So we put in a policy that if we don't show up in our contract, that you're going to be the one getting paid. You're going to know how serious we are about making sure that we show up and do the job. Just with that small change there, that grew me a lot more business, because now they understood that I'm serious about what it is I do. And so many of you get into your head and you're not able to really think clearly because you're just focused on money. You're just focused on, trying to clean any and everything. That is not a good foundational way to build a business. You want to build a business as being the one who's going to grow, who's going to learn more about that customer's problem and solving their problem. That's why business is biblical. It has nothing to do about money. Now, money is a result that you get from solving a problem. Money is proof that you're able to bring something to the market. So make tons of money, but the core of it is that you are helping someone solve a problem, and you know their problem very well, and you're able to solve that for them. It's not about just, I'm here to make as much money and I'm only making the money. No, get very good about who it is you service and learn how to serve them very well. Now, the cleaning industry is the perfect industry for that. I thank God for it, because again, many of my competitors at the time when I was under 6 figures, they knew nothing about service. They just knew about scramble, work 10 to 12 hours a day, and just have a mess, put out fires here, there, and there. And that's not a way to live life. That's not a way to grow a business. But after 7 years, when I finally understood, wow, I can take what the Bible has about serving and put that into my business, things drastically changed, because you start understanding it's more than just about you going out and trying to clean any and everything, but about building a system and about getting clear about who it is that you help and being able to use that to truly help them, and in result get paid great amount of money for it, and it's going to change your life as well. But look, you have to start with getting clear about who it is you serve. Look, I'm getting ready to help many cleaning business owners. So now is the time to start taking advantage of this, because now you're gonna see your competitors understanding the stuff I teach, and they're gonna be able to outbid you and outwork you and outperform you because they understand this. And I'm someone who's done it. I've been in the industry for the last decade, and I've started with sleeping in my car, with sleeping in my van that I was cleaning carpets with. And when I started understanding these things that I teach, it has changed my life forever, and it's changed the way that I do business. As someone who's came from the hood, as someone who didn't understand business, someone who couldn't go and ask my grandpa or my father, or go ask my cousin or uncle. These are very important things that you can take from the Word of God and apply into your business, and you'll see your life change. So get clear on who it is that you are helping. Like, get very clear on that. I help homes, people that are moving out their homes, do move out cleaning Atlanta. Maybe that's your company's name right there. It's very clear, very specific, and you run that, and you start having the systems to that. You start understanding their problems, and before you know it, your company is getting called for that service. Yes, you may miss out on a maid service. Yes, you may miss out on cleaning an office building, but who cares? Make as much as you can with that move-out cleaning service, and then what happens is you start to build momentum, start to build confidence. And here I am 3-4 years later, while you're still in the same position, because I said I'm gonna niche down and focus on one type of business model, focus on one type of client, focus on one customer, and serve them very well. And I've made much more than you than trying to just grab every single client you can. Now, I'm not saying you have to reject requests from other types of businesses, because you may get really good at move outs, and others want to hire you for an office cleaning. You do have an option to still take that. Now, I personally would say take it with caution, especially if you're looking to grow and scale, because now your team members, if they understand move outs very well and have to go do an office cleaning, it could hurt your reputation. I'm building a 8-unit ADU in San Diego. What we're doing the permits for 2 ADUs and a garage conversion, and then we're gonna add 6 more once the permits are all complete. And as I was looking for contractors, one stood out to me because he only did ADUs. He just did ADUs. And when we did the meeting, the Zoom meeting, to learn more about his company and request to get the quote, he blew me away, because all of his systems are built out for ADUs. And guess what? I'm more than likely gonna hire him, because as he went through his presentation, I can tell that he knows exactly what ADUs are about. And he told me he would not, I wanna get the unit remodeled, the 4-plex remodeled afterwards, after we add the other units, because it's a little outdated. And he let me know, sorry, I can't do that. You have to find someone else for that. We only focus on ADUs. My entire model is built around ADUs. Now, do you think he's losing? No, he's crushing it. In that market, he is crushing it, because everyone knows to go to him for that expertise. Now, I'm dying for this industry to start understanding that you can focus on one type of client, 1 to 3 type of clients, and serve them very well and use that momentum to grow. Many of the people in this cleaning industry are first-time business owners, first-time generation business owners, and they're trying to make it, but it's very hard to make it when you're not understanding business, when you're not understanding that, hey, I'm not just trying to make as much money as I can cleaning everything, but I'm really looking to build a system. I'm really looking to build a team. I'm really looking to understand my clients' needs. And then you're gonna take the momentum and go into other business. I do other ventures now. I help my wife scale her childcare to an enormous amount. Her as a refugee from, Africa, and coming here and seeing that amount of money coming in, that amount of success, that amount of clients writing reviews. It's all because we chose to focus on one type of niche, and we grew that. And in result, it was able to transform her business. And here I am with speed, because I really understand my client. I have my systems down, and you're still trying to catch on, and you're not getting anywhere. So you're gonna get more speed, you're gonna get more money, you're gonna get much better response when you're able to niche down and build messaging. Now, you may say, oh, well, I know larger companies who residential and commercial, this and that. Well, honestly, I don't know many of the big players who are residential and commercial cleaning companies. Think about the bigger ones in your market. Yes, some of them do it, but when they do, study their marketing, study how they put everything together. They never are just known as one for everything. They're gonna have a certain target for their residential cleaning. They're gonna have a certain target for their commercial cleaning, and it's built like a system that speaks to the client that they need to serve. Just think about if you went to buy a Louis purse, and sometimes you see it in a Louis outlet, sometimes you see it at Goodwill, sometimes you see it at DD's and all these lower markets. It's not gonna sit well with you, because you're like, this is a premium brand, but they're speaking to other Goodwills and DD's and Burlington, and they're putting their stuff yourself in that kind of store. No, they want to be up here, so they make sure all their messaging, they make sure everything that's connected with their business is up here. So maybe in your business, you use top quality products, commercial cleaning products, but maybe those products don't sit as well in the residential setting because you have too much of a mixed message in your business. So you want to bring it all together and focus on one kind of customer, build that out, and once you figure that out, it's okay to add another service. It's okay to focus on another client. But now you understand at the core that business is about solving a problem, understanding that client's problem, and getting really good at building systems and team members around it so you can handle it efficiently, so you can handle it at the top of your game. So quit focusing on trying to service everyone. It's especially if you're a newer business, especially if you haven't hit the $1 million mark yet. Like, you can easily hit 7 figures by focusing just on one type of client. You see all these type of buildings behind me. If someone was just focused on window cleaning and they were window cleaning Los Angeles, many of those accounts they can get just because when it comes time to hire someone and they either Google it or they either get like 5 bids, when they see window cleaning Los Angeles, it's gonna stick out a lot better. They're gonna think, oh, this person is local, they only focus on window cleaning. All their ads, all their marketing talks about window cleaning. Let's trust them and work with them. So look, trust me, I've been there, I've done that. Slow down. You've already spent enough time trying to catch everything and it's not working. Sometimes you gotta understand, I need to try something else out. So this is your time to say, you know what, this upcoming year, I'm gonna get a spark, or you can start today. If you're like me, you start a spark every single day. But I know some people wait until the new year and you wanna finish off whatever's going on here. Start next year with an event or something big to just give you that big spark you need, and go all in with one type of client. Go all in with them and watch what happens with your business. You're gonna make more money than you ever thought you can make. You're gonna feel much better as a business owner because you truly do understand their problem. That's one of the most frustrating things, when you don't even really fully know your customers' problems and you're still acting like you can help them. But when you really know deep down inside that, man, I can help this person from A to Z, I can clean this exactly like this, that's when you start to get more confidence, more competence, and really your swagger is different in your business and your messaging, and people want to hire you. Hope this helps. Niche down, get clear, and watch how your business transforms.